Alrighty, Monday again. Monday. DSRL CAMMUS Racing Simulators Big Block Modifieds round number 10. We are not at Knoxville Speedway, although that would be a lot of fun. We are at USA International Speedway. A smaller field than was expected, so it'll be a quick one this evening. Couple of heats and a 40-lap feature. Drivers rolling out for qualifying. Ryan Hines, one of those inexplicably absent from the field tonight. The points leader, Travis Johnson. Not sure what happened to Travis, but he is not here. Devin Hauer, however, is in the house. The boys coming out to play on the big 6/10 of a mile USA International Speedway. Put this one on the schedule last season. Everybody seemed to like it a lot. They put it back on the schedule this season. We'll see how the racing is, because racing last year was fantastic. Jacob Schmutz, 22.31 seconds right now, the quickest in the qualifying session. Larry Moody was fastest in the pre-race warm-up. He is fourth quick right now. Devin Hauer on the clock, putting his first time to lap in. Anthony Morano jumps up there, 22.31 and a little change. That puts him second quick. Larry Moody, 22.28, your new quick time. Devin Hauer, watching him right here. He is sixth quick at the moment. Rundle Thompson and DeWert all on track. We're going to watch these guys as soon as we get a chance. DeWert moved up. DeWert went to fifth quick, and now Hauer, seventh quick. Scott Thomason, yo, Skull Bandit, out here getting his laps in. Qualifying session ended. He got a late start. Not going to get it done, so 10 of our 11 drivers. And Larry Moody with the bonus points. Remember now, Moody on the half mile at Knoxville picked up the win. This was about 4 weeks ago. Let's get ready to go down here. Trackside for our first heat race. And our starting grid, it's going to be Devin Hauer, the 316, and Dylan DeWert, FTM teammates on the front row for heat one. Anthony Morano in that 32 car, another FTM machine. He starts inside row number 2. Next to the STR entry, a 73 of Larry Moody, your quick qualifier for the evening. And then the 21 of Garrett Boyd and another STR entry in the 6. That's Scott Thomason. Rounding out the field, we have 6 in the first one. 5. Whew, man, I tried to add cars. We're just magically going to have 2 cars appear out of thin air. That's what we're going to do. That's how we roll. No, we're going to have 5 in heat 2. As we'll get these guys ready to roll off. Everybody's going to the feature. It's going to be 40 laps. They are racing right now for their starting position in that A main. You're here for show 1. You're going to recognize several of these cars. You're going to recognize several of the drivers' names at least. Garrett Boyd, Reed Rundle, Adam Vinny. They run in both series. Pace truck, not ready to get out of the way just yet. I don't know where that pace truck is at. Where is the pace truck? Pace truck is all the way at the other end of the straightaway now. Oh, that does not do well. See these guys staying well behind our pace vehicle. Eight times around. Inside a row for tonight's A main, or right here. how they finish. That's how they'll line up nose to tail on the inside of that row. Pace truck well out of the way, ready for the green flag, and there we go. Starter likes it. Good start out front. Garrett Boyd cut the grass on the entry to one. Going to get pinched off by Morano. He's going to be door to door with Larry Moody. Howard to work. Then Morano, 1, 2, 3. They're single file. Here comes Moody. Here comes Boyd. They were almost 3 wide on the exit of 4. Moody now on the inside, right through the middle of 1 and 2. Got alongside of Morano. Battle at the front. Howard and DeWert. DeWert has the high side. Howard stays pinned in on the bottom. DeWert should have the momentum, and he's going to grab the lead. Move the 20 to the point. 32 car now with a big run down off the hill in turn number 2. He pulls alongside Howard. Outside seems to be where it's at. Garrett Boyd now has gone there, and he's working alongside 73 of Larry Moody. Morano's going to clear Howard, drop Howard to third, start on the pole, running third. This time Boyd finds the fence down the backstretch with the right rear corner, and it slows him down just enough, and Moody is going to go up and cover the line on the exit. Now Moody is going to stay locked in on the top. So Moody figured out that Boyd was able to make a run on the top side. He's going to go there, protect that spot. Doesn't want to start any deeper than possible tonight's feature as we go back to the battle with Howard and DeWert. DeWert and Morano as they get closer and closer together. As we'll have 2 to go this time. It looks like top side right now. Best way to go is Larry Moody has closed in. Scott Thomason 3 seconds off the lead, about 2.8 or about 1.8 seconds, off of 5th place Garrett Boyd, riding around there in 6th. Moody trying to get up there, wants to put pressure on Howard. White flag in the air, and this time Howard went in on the bottom, moved alongside Morano. Morano slammed the door. Moody couldn't do anything off the top side. It's all DeWert out front. The battle's right here for second. As Dylan DeWert is going to pick up the win. Morano second. Howard, Moody, Boyd, and Thomason. So interesting first heat. Not a whole lot of movement, but the movement that did happen was all right at the front. As we will get ready, get down here and look at the starting lineup for heat number 2. 5 cars. The 25 of Ryan Hines will have the pole. And the number 2 limousine, Adam Vinny in the 11 on his outside. Bruce Jones, 17 car. Row 2 to the inside with Jacob Schmutz in the 1J on his outside, and Shotgun Charlie, that's the Lumberdew Jackwagon, the 43 of Reed Rundle. Vinny picked up the win in tonight's Pavement Street Stock Series just a little bit ago. Little pumped up, I'm sure a little wired right now. We'll see what he can do here in the big blocks on the big track. Schmutz was quick in qualifying. Rundle has had just not good luck. He just had a bad night over in the street stocks. And he is looking for some redemption here in the dirt. One more time around, they'll cut him loose right in that box over there in turn 4 between the red lines. 8 more laps. And then about a 5-minute warm-up session to work down the track a little bit more before we go 40 laps of green flag racing. All right, pace truck will get out of the way over here in turn 4. We'll cut these boys loose. Final heat race of the evening. About to get underway. Ryan Hines
Green flag, green flag.
trying to find the loud pedal, and it looked like the car stumbled just a little. Vinny didn't get much better of a start. Here comes Bruce Jones up the inside. I still think the high side is going to be where it's at right now. If Adam Vinny was paying attention in that first heat, he'll keep that thing right up there against that fluff. Try to get that run. Here comes Reed Rundle. Already got around Jacob Schmutz. Moves himself to the 4th spot. Bruce Jones on the attack again. Had to check the car down a little bit. Not to get into that left side of the 11 of Vinny. So that'll create a gap between the two. Rundle. Again, right through the middle. Not losing touch with Jones, but not gaining ground either. God, that scared me. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. Sounded like somebody cracked a whip right in my ear. Big run from Vinny down the backstretch. Pulls to the inside of Hines. The momentum is going to keep Hines in the lead, but Vinny lets him know. One more little mistake, buddy, and I am going to slip right on by. And I'm going to keep my momentum going. Hines out front. Vinny second. Jones trying to put pressure on. Rundle is right there. Schmutz is falling back. I think Rundle had to check up to keep from getting in the back end of the 17 of Jones. It cost him about 4 car lengths. 3 to go already. Final heat race. Vinny now stretching out the gap on Jones. Jones getting closed in on by Rundle. Oh, this time a little contact. Jones up the hill. Rundle gives him room to straighten it out, and then he's out of shape down the backstretch. It's going to let Schmutz starts to reel these guys back in. Top 2 now have broken away. White flag this time. Oh, crossed the grass, and that really upsets the car for the 43. Ryan Hines. Out of 4, he's going to win heat 2. Vinny second. Jones is third. Rundle and Schmutz rounding things out. These guys will have a 5-minute warm-up session and then 40 laps. Very quickly, let you know tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, or right thereabouts. ERA super late models tomorrow night, or no, just the pavement late model stock car tomorrow night. That sounds right. Getting in on the latter half, or the end of the latter half of the season for ERA. Right now, nothing scheduled this Wednesday, but this Thursday, Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series back in action doubleheader. I can tell you where they're going to be at. in just a few seconds. Let's see. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. I was sent the schedule. Here we go. Oh, I was sent the schedule with no tracks on it. Well, I hate that. Let's see if they have it posted over there at their Discord. I do not see an official schedule yet. So, we will just have to wait and figure out where they're going to be. It really won't matter. It'll be a good race no matter what. These guys do a fantastic job. So a couple more minutes in the warm-up session. Just trying to iron the track and widen it just a little bit. Maybe get some two-lane racing going in here. Because right now the high side is very, very much in control. Camera right there in that opening, or right there by that yellow end of the wall. You could feel it as these guys went by. Bruce Jones finding a little speed here. Pre-feature warm-up session. These drivers told a little while ago that their drop weeks are going to start to be in effect for this series at the end of tonight's race. That'll be put in one night this week, and the points will be updated. Just got to have the time. And time is a commodity that hasn't been available for a while to us here at DRN. Personal schedule is very busy. "40 seconds and counting before we put these drivers out here for 40 laps of green flag racing. Should go clean and green. Some of the best around right now. And they do put on a fantastic show. Nine o'clock Central Time. And we are ready for the final feature race of the evening. Six-tenths of a mile. It is wet, 70% humidity on 85 degrees. They have got a huge breeze. 15 miles an hour out there tonight. Let's get ready to go down. On to the starting grid. It's going to be the 20 of Dylan DeWert next to the 25 of Ryan Hines, your two heat race winners. Anthony Morano inside row 2 next to Adam Vinny in the 11. And then Devin Hauer in the 316. He'll have Bruce Jones on his right to start things off tonight. Larry Moody, the 73, next to the 43 of Reed Rundle in row number 4. And then our fifth row will be the 21 of Garrett Boyd inside, Jacob Schmutz, and the 1J on the outside. And on the back row, that'll be the 6 of Scott Thomason. Got to do this, guys. I was told that somebody's got the wrong skin on and maybe they changed it. We'll know momentarily. I don't think so. I think he's got what he's got. It's not going to fix. I said it before we went live. I was like, dadgum that guy. Put them green wheels on the dirt cart. I know he did it just to mess with me. I know he did. You can't miss him out there. He's the only one with really anything green except for Scott Thomason, because that turquoise on that 316 car is a completely different color. That's more blue than green to me. So, well, Bill, did you talk to the boy between races, since he did go and pick up that win at Slinger tonight? All right, we're going to take them around one more time. They're going to show them, all right, where to get us started over here. Could be that he did it on purpose to mess with me. Could be that you talked to him. I don't know where we're at in this conversation anymore. Got to give me a break. I'm an old man. I am ready to be put out to pasture. And after the Monday I've had, I would welcome it. All right, down the backstretch, under pace speed for the final time before we let the thunder loose. You can't have Monday Night Thunder without the thunder, and the big block modifieds provide plenty of that. Dylan DeWert and Ryan Hines about to get us going right here in turns 3 and 4. Pace truck is out of the way. And the CAMMUS Racing Simulators Big Block Modified Series Monday Night Thunder for the Dirt Slingers Racing League underway. Big jump. 20 car way out front. He's going to let them battle it out for second and third and fourth right here. Hines, Morano, and Vinny. And Morano down the inside can't slide that thing up along in front of the 25 of Hines, and Hines will have the advantage down the front stretch. Adam Vinny trying to use the outside and find a way around Morano. Bruce Jones and Devin Hauer battling right behind that. Jones right through the middle, didn't let Hauer have that slide up line, and that opens the door for Larry Moody. Larry Moody's going to put the pressure 3 wide, and Reed Rundle backs out off the top side. He didn't want any piece of that getting into one right there. Larry Moody keeping the pressure on Devin Hauer. Hauer has dominated this series this season. Top 2 have settled it out. Hines is now third. Vinny is fourth. And Jones is on the attack against Vinny. Slider line didn't work. Hauer way up by the fence. Moody down on the bottom has a small advantage heading down the backstretch. Larry Moody trying to keep it locked tight on the inside against that bottom wall right there. And Reed Rundle has found something way up on the outside. This is a wad of cars. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Moody now fades back off of Hauer. Jones slide job on Adam Vinny. And Jones up to 4th. Adam Vinny not giving up on the spot. Really pitched it into 1. He got good run out of 2. And now he's going to have to slide across in front of Devin Hauer. Keep the outside closed up. Bruce Jones closing in on Ryan Hines for a podium spot. Larry Moody's still putting pressure on Devin Hauer. Meanwhile, out in front, Dylan DeWert, he is waving goodbye 1.4 seconds in front of his teammate Morano. Morano has 0.7 of a second over Hines, and that's where all the action is starting. Hines in third, Jones in fourth, Vinny, Moody, Howard, Rundle, Boyd. This is where the racing is going on. Whoa, good driving, both drivers. Hines gave enough room when he saw the car get out of shape for Jones. Everybody able to keep it righted. And we'll stay under green. Let's get in here and let's get with Devin Howard. Let's take a ride inside. Threw that in there pretty deep. Almost got in the back of Vinny. Vinny had to check up because he and Jones almost had a moment. And this is what it looks like. Through turn one, down on the grass. Car coming on the outside. There goes Garrett Boyd. All of this is happening 3 seconds behind the leader. Now Boyd trying to work around the high side, boxed in behind Vinny, boxed in on the left by Howard, and on the outside, well, that 3-foot tall concrete barrier keeping the 21 car from moving anywhere to his right. This is where the race is at. Now he's going to move to the inside on Vinny. Slide job coming. But he wasn't able to get in there and get it clear. Oh, Bruce Jones had a moment. Car got super sideways. He almost got into Ryan Hines. Now muscles his way back into line. And then goes right back past Adam Vinny, getting into 3 and 4. This is where the real action is at right here. This is 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and Schmutz is a little off of this, but there is a lot of cars right here. Meanwhile, Larry Moody got around Ryan Hines. He's up to 3rd. He's 2.8 seconds off the lead. 1.5 seconds behind Anthony Morano. We're not halfway yet, guys. Too much fun. How am I too much fun? Old guys aren't supposed to be fun. What are we talking about here? 3 wide. Rundle, Jones, and Howard. Through turn 4, they get it sorted out. Devin Howard having a bad night here at USA. We're not used to seeing that at all out of the 316. We were talking to him about the point situation before we started tonight. Oh, Adam Vinny's got all kinds of company, and they are bumping, grinding, rubbing, touching. And I don't think that's going to work out well for a couple of these guys. As Boyd got into Vinny a little and then kind of got a little help from behind, and I don't know who that was. It might have been Ryan Hines. And Hines ends up back in 7th after all of that. But we were talking to Devin Howard. He is 2nd in the overall points, and he is only running 2 of the 3 series. Now, he isn't going to be qualified for the overall title. But he is, the top 2 are only running the dirt. And they are way out in front of this thing. I think the top 3, none of them are running all 3 series. So the dirt guys showing up a little. We'll have to look and see who's actually qualified. We're going to separate that out after we get drop weeks in. Larry Moody not making up ground on Anthony Morano, but I'll tell you what, Anthony Morano has been the fastest car for the last 5 laps. And he has cut 1.4 seconds down to a half second on his teammate, and we still haven't made it to halfway yet. "21 laps to go, 19 in the books." We're going to have it split up the next time by 20 in, 20 out. Go back here to this stacked up mess. They're 3 deep, nose to tail. Vinny, Boyd, and Hauer. Vinny up top, Boyd up top. Hauer running the bottom. And I think he knows that if he just stays the course, 21 and the 11 are hanging each other up a little bit. He might be able to use the bottom and inch past them. This is 4th, 5th, and 6th. Top two have come together. Couple of car lengths separating them, and DeWert has now given up the lead to Anthony Morano as Morano goes by on the high side. So DeWert started on the pole. He leads the first 21 laps. Lap 22. Give it to the 32 of Morano. And now Morano is starting to run away with this thing. It is a good 3 seconds. Back to Larry Moody in third. And here's another second and almost a half back to Adam Vinny. And then Vinny is in that absolute dogfight. With Boyd and Hauer right here. These three have a little bit of a gap back. It's about 7/10 of a second to Hines, and then Jones is behind that. Schmutz is behind that. Rundle and Thomason have both taken their machines into the infield, and I thought Reed Rundle really had something rolling because he was right here in the middle of this battle. 5, 6, 7 laps in. Oh, there's contact. Hauer. Nothing Hauer could do.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Absolutely nothing Hauer could do. These guys are going to get down here in this corner. And Boyd is going to get a little run right there. He checks up a little, rolled off the throttle. Hauer was going back to it, and there was just nothing that Devin Hauer could do to stay off of Garrett Boyd. That is pure racing incident. Ryan Hines has an issue. And he is taking the 25 to the infield. Devin Hauer rolling up pit road. He may have a tow out problem. They may be able to get this car fixed up and get him back out there. Oh, we can't see from there at all. Can't see from there either. Can't tell what they're working on right there, but let's set the field. Morano, DeWert, Moody, Vinny, Jones, Schmutz, Boyd, and then Hauer when he comes back out. Hines is out, Rundle is out, and Thomason appear to be out. So we are down to about 8 cars. We only have about 15 laps to go. Look and see, is Hauer going to be able to get back out? Mr. Church, you missed the first one altogether, my man. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to double these guys up. This might get interesting. 15 laps remaining in our 40-lap feature. Devin Hauer, he did get back on the track. He's going to be back here in 8th. And Ryan Hines did not make it back out. So he didn't lose laps. He's going to stay on the lead lap. He's going to be back here battling with Garrett Boyd again. As we're back under the green flag, Morano grabbing the lead, but Moody and DeWert are going at it. Moody has been running the bottom steadily, and he has got a good piece underneath him. Down here into 3 and 4. Morano is going to keep the exit closed off the bottom. And DeWert is going to try to work by again. Moody. Good bite through the middle of 1 and 2. Is going to pull alongside. Battle for the lead. Larry Moody looking to win his second race this season. Can he get around Morano? And if he can, then can he hold him off for 13 more laps? He's going to need the bottom in 1 and 2, and he doesn't have it. Yes, he does. They let him have it. This is where he has been very strong, right there. But Morano goes to the top side. Big run. Takes back over the lead. And now Moody's going to have to cut the car down, find some grip, get the power to the dirt. In behind Morano. Morano goes to the bottom on the exit at 2. DeWert now trying to get second back. He had a pretty healthy gap between himself and Moody before we caught the caution. Now on the restart, Larry Moody really making things work. Good run there. Almost got to the inside on Morano. Clears DeWert. Move Moody to second. Car is not the same down here in 3 and 4 for him as it is in 1 and 2 at the bottom of the racetrack. I saw it. Yeah, he is. He is definitely running them. Got the greenies on. They look a little dingy now because he's out there in that dirt. But he's back here in 5th. Riding the way from the win over at Slinger a little while ago. Battling for second again, side by side this time. DeWert may have the advantage down the backstretch. Too much momentum. And Dylan DeWert goes back ahead of Moody. This is all 1.1 seconds ahead of Devin Howard, who is now back up to 4th. After the incident, battling for 6th and 7th with Garrett Boyd. Since the restart, he has climbed his way back into this thing. And he is 1 second behind of this little battle right here. But the laps are clicking off. 7 to go this time. Morano, 9/10 of a second over DeWert. DeWert, about 4 car lengths ahead of Larry Moody now. And then is just a few feet back to the 316 of Devin Howard. And Adam Vinny is just a few car lengths behind that. Big gap back to Boyd. Car looks to be hurt a little bit. He's considerably off of his pace from earlier. 6 laps this time. Still 22-23 for our lap times. Wave lap. 5 to go. Moody now starting to fall back off of DeWert into the clutches of Devin Howard late in this one. As we're going to click the laps up pretty quickly here. Do it the hard way. And Morano, 6/10 of a second. He had opened that up quite a bit more. But now Dylan DeWert maybe was saving a little there after that restart. Starting to find some life in the 20. Led about the first 13, 14 laps. Then Morano took over and has led since then. But late in the going here, we can see the 20 really starting to close in as we'll get the 2 to go signal. And Howard starting to reel in Moody. DeWert showed him he's there. Now what does Morano do to counter and keep him at bay? In through the middle, drives it deep to the center of the corner, gets the car set. And the white flag will come out with just about 3 car lengths between first and second. Morano in super low. Trying to keep DeWert pinned into the grass, and he does a good job. And now, will he block the entry low in 3 and 4? He comes all the way out to the cushion. Anthony Morano going to win at USA International Speedway. DeWert second, and Moody is going to hang on for that third and final podium spot. Howard and Vinny, fourth and fifth. So we will get ready to go around, bring these guys over here on the front stretch. And we'll get him up here. Winner at Knoxville. And tonight he comes home third at USA. Larry Moody, the bigger tracks seem to suit you.
Yeah, they do. If I could just figure out the small ones, I'd be in good shape. But, yeah, happy to race and happy to get on the podium.
Yeah, it looked like after the restart, you really had something for these guys in front of you. And then 5-6 laps in, I don't know, did your car go away or did they just decide to go ahead and cut the horses loose?
You know, one or the other, that's for sure. But, you know, I used up a lot of tire to get from 7th up to there. So, I told myself I was trying to save some tires, but I'm not sure I did. But either way, it was fun racing with those guys. It was good to compete with them for a little while, even if it wasn't for very long.
Well, a great night here in the Dirt USA. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you head out.
All right, Roger, I appreciate you making the call on the race and putting the league on, and all the guys at STR and Rocket K Logistics and Jess and Jim Statehouse in Kansas City, and everybody for showing up tonight. It was good. Those guys up front deserved it. They earned it. So congratulations, both of those guys.
All right, man. Congrats on a great night of racing. I will look forward to talking to you later this week.
See you later.
Larry Moody finishing in third, and now let's move up. He started on the pole. He led quite a bit of it. He led his teammate around, and we thought late he was going to make that charge and take the spot back. But Dylan DeWert, it just kind of ran out on you there.
Yeah, I definitely ran out of time, and he started noticing that I was getting closer. He's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it. And I was like, well, it's none of your business. So, yeah, no.
Well, that's the good thing about teammates.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a great race. I had a lot of fun. I was beating the car pretty good at the end. That's the only way it wanted to go anymore. So I think I used a little bit too much in the very beginning, but hey, it was a good race, right?
Well, the restart there with about 16 or 18 to go, and all of a sudden the 73 car is there, and he is putting down a challenge to you guys. What was the mindset? Do we have to cut the horses loose? Can we save a little longer, or are we going to try to force him to use his stuff up and then just try to get away?
Well, I mean, it just forced me to really go up to the top and try it because I wasn't really quite convinced it was there. And then I noticed, he got by me, and I was like, all right, well, the bottom isn't working for me because I would just bounce all over the place. Those guys seem like they're a little bit more stable coming out of the corner. And I was like, all right, well, we'll hit the top. And then I was like, oh, wait, I'm faster than him again. Cool. So I'll just hit it. And then I was trying to follow Anthony for a little while, and I just ran out of time.
Well, still an awesome run. You're going to come home second. Some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you head out.
All the boys at FTM, Anthony for winning it. Good job, man. North Swan Speed Shop, Dean with Super Dirt Car, Bats for MDI TV, and you guys for putting us on, and you for making us look good. As always, Roger. Thanks.
All right, thanks for chatting. Congrats on a great night. We'll see you next week. Dylan DeWert finishing in second place tonight. And now, he got up there. He took the lead away from his teammate. And then the challenge got mounted late, but he holds them all off. Anthony Morano, that's a pretty good win on the big track tonight.
Thanks, buddy. That was not an easy one. I was watching DJ and my relatives saw how much he was catching me there at the end. Didn't know what he was doing, and he wasn't telling me, so it was I was trying to figure something out in the last couple laps to see if I can pull away from him, and it just wasn't working. So I guess I got a lucky we were running 40 instead of 50 laps on this one.
Yeah, it looked like he jackrabbited out there and took the lead and was running away. And then you got clear of Hauer and everybody else, basically, got out of that dogfight. It took you about 7, 8, 10 laps to run him down. Once you got there, you wasted no time getting around him. Did you use your stuff up just a little, and is that why he was able to get back to you late?
It's a good possibility. See what my tires look like after I get done with this. But yeah, I was running a big cut down out of 1 and 2, and that always chews up your tires a bit, but it's faster, so I wasn't really planning on a caution that happened there. I know Devin got in with I think he said Garrett, but I mean, I was catching DJ, and then at the end there, he's always better at me than with saving tires, so we'll take it, go on to next week and see what happens.
All right, man. Well, give us some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you celebrate a big win tonight.
I think my wife Sherry, teammates at Full Throttle Motorsports, Dean at Super Dirt Car, Logan at High Mom Lens, Expert Installation, Swan Speed Shop, MDI TV, DJ Sim Shop. Roger, you for doing everything you do over here at Dirt Slingers.
All right, man. Appreciate you chatting with us. Congrats on a great win, and we'll look forward to seeing you back for both dirt shows next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Anthony Morano picking up the win tonight at USA. He'll come back for the UMPs and for the big blocks again next week. So Morano wins at Dort was second. Moody was third. Hauer, nice recovery for him. Late race deal there, and he ends up restarting about 9th or 10th, and he drives his way all the way back to 4th. Adam Vinny 5th, Garrett Boyd 6th, Jacob Schmutz was 7th, Bruce Jones 8th, Ryan Hines 9th, Reed Rundle 10th, and Scott Thomason rounding things out. Small field, fun race, big track. Boys put on a good show. I hope you enjoyed it, because without you guys, there's no reason for us to do any of this, and without the great leagues giving us great racing like you saw right here all night tonight, there is nothing for us to do. So everybody gets a thank you there. Till we see you guys the next time, which hopefully will be tomorrow night about 8:30 Eastern for ERA. Peace and love to everybody. Absolutely